What a WWE Monday Night Raw that was last night, guys. And today, this is going to be my WWE Monday Night Raw review from last night's show. So here we go. We kicked off the Monday Night Raw with all the Raw WWE superstar on top of the stage and acting general manager Baron Corbin in the ring. He tells everybody, welcome to Monday Night Raw, and he also says that Survivor Series is the next WWE pay-per-view coming up. So he says for the men's pay-per-view, it is going to be in the traditional Survivor Series men's. He picked the three guys, and he is a team captain. He said, in the three men's Survivor Series he picked is Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. And the third one is Braun Strowman, he says. And then right after that, he says for the women's team captain is, and she comes out, Alexa Bliss. That is right. And then Alexa Bliss starts to come out, and then she's about to say something, but then she gets interrupted by Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle says that he would like to compete and stuff like that. Then the actor man of Baron Corbin would like to say this to him, that then you'll have a match later on with Drew McIntyre. And if you win, you'll be the Raw team captain, he says, and everything else. And then, of course, right after that, Alexa Bliss would start to talk. And then Braun Strowman will come out and interrupt her. And then, of course, Braun Strowman will attack all the Raw security guys and stuff and everything. And then, of course, right after that, all the Raw superstars start beating up on Braun Strowman and everything else. And then Braun Strowman will be looking for the acting general manager Baron Corbin and everything else. And what a way to kick off the Monday Night Raw. And Alexa Bliss also said that she'll be looking at everybody's matches. Now we have is also match number 1 of the night, and it is the Riot Squad versus Bayley and Sasha Banks and Natalya. And this match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. The Riot Squad do their finisher. One of the teammates on Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya for the 1, 2, 3, and the Riot Squad won the match. That is right. Then after the match, Ruby Riot will grab the sunglasses of the shades of Jim Neidhart, Natalya's father. Then she'll snap it in half, and then Natalya would start to cry and everything else, and that was kind of mean and everything else, and that was about it. Now we have is match number 2 of the night, and it is Apollo Crews versus Jinder Mahal. That is right. And now we have is this. So this match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Apollo Crews won. He did his finish on top of the turnbuckle, like a new move or something, for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Here's the winner, Apollo Crews. And it was a pretty good, decent match. I really enjoyed that match. Next, we have is Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins talks about Brock Lesnar and everything else, that Brock Lesnar's not here and stuff. And then next, acting general manager will start to talk to start to talk to Seth Rollins on top of the Titantron, telling him that he'll be defending these two titles against these guys, which is the Authors of Pain. That's right, AOP with Drake Maverick. That is right. And now we have is our match number 3 of the night. And it is AOP versus Seth Rollins, a 2-on-1 handicap match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And this match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And also the Authors of Pain did their finishers on Seth Rollins, and they are the new Raw Tag Team Champions for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it for Seth Rollins. And then after the match, Dean Ambrose would come into the WWE Universe, and then next he would go right into that ring, start to say something on the microphone to Seth Rollins, and then right after that, you know what also happens? Dean Ambrose would give Seth Rollins the dirty deeds, and then that was about it. And then Seth Rollins would just go up to the ramp and stuff. Next we have is Dolph Ziggler in the ring. So he talks about the World Cup and also the SmackDown and stuff, everything else he talks about. And then, of course, Elias will interrupt. And then Elias will start the singing stuff. And then here we go with our match number 4 of the night, guys. And it is Elias versus Dolph Ziggler. And this match was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Elias does his finish on Dolph Ziggler for the 1, 2, 3. And here is your winner, Elias. And it was a pretty cool, decent match. I really enjoyed it. Now we have is the Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey. That is right. So Ronda Rousey was starting to talk about Becky Lynch and all that stuff. And then right after that, she says that she is going to rip her arm off and everything else. And then that was about. And then after that, out comes Nia Jax, and she says that you're going to have to face all the Raw roster women's on in the locker room and stuff and everything else. Then out comes Ember Moon for a rematch from last Monday. And here we go with our match number 5 of the night, guys. And it is Nia Jax versus Ember Moon. And also, Nia Jax won. And she did like the Samoa drop and the leg drop to Ember Moon for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it for Ember Moon. And after the match, Tamina will come out, then she will start to do another Samoa drop to Ember Moon, and then Nia Jax will turn heel, and then she'll just assault on Ember Moon a lot by doing like a 2, 3 moves on her, and then that was about it. And then now we have is our match number 6 of the night, guys. And it is Leo Rush in that ring. He starts to talk about Bobby Lashley by showing all of his muscles and stuff and everything else. And then, of course, Finn Balor will come out. Then we have Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. And here we go. So during the match, Leo Rush will get involved and grab Finn Balor's leg. And then, of course, Bobby Lashley will also does his finisher on Finn Balor for the 1, 2, 3. And that was it. And now we have is our main event of the night. And it is, if Kurt Angle wins, he will be the team captain of Monday Night Raw. And so, before the match started, Kurt Angle started to go right after Drew McIntyre and everything else. And then, of course, right after that, the match started. And then it was a kick out after kick out after kick out with everything else. And then, of course, right after that, Drew McIntyre puts like a submission hold ankle lock by copying Kurt Angle and everything else. Then Kurt Angle has no choice but to tap out. And then here's the winner, Drew McIntyre, and the Acting Joe manager, Baron Corbin. is still your Raw team captain. And what a way to end a Monday Raw with Kurt Angle all upset in that ring. And what a day Monday Raw was last night, guys. So, guys, once again, hope you all enjoy my day Monday Raw review from last night's show. So, guys, once again, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace out, guys. See ya.